My name is William, and I wanted to take a little time to tell you why you should vote for Keith Davenport. As you probably already know, Keith is a former mayor, an ordained bishop, and also a former police officer. Keith also ran in the 2020 election cycle as a long-shot candidate for President of the United States. That's his framework. Let me tell you just a little about his heart. We all have a history, things we have gone through, suffered through. That's very true with Keith. For many years, he experienced what it was like being homeless and hungry. As you can imagine, if you've never experienced it, life was quite challenging for him. He's not alone. Approximately 13% of the homeless adult population in the U.S. are veterans. Some would put that number much higher. Either way, that is still way too many, and this one is very close to Keith for two reasons. First, because he was himself homeless, and secondly, Keith is also a veteran of the United States Air Force. One of the most challenging things about being homeless was having access to quality and affordable health care. That's a challenge for most Americans. For whatever reasons, the two adjectives don't seem to go together when you're talking about health care in America, and they should. Anytime America's policymakers are talking about health care, it should always be described as quality as well as affordable. There is so much more I could say about Keith, but suffice it to say, he understands one very important thing about where we are as a nation. Americans are looking for leadership, not lordship. Those are Keith's words. He concluded that statement recently when he said this: "Those who are consumed with power don't know the difference." Friends, that's why I urge you to support Democrat Keith Davenport for the North Carolina 6th Congressional District. If you're not in the district, that's not a problem. Just mention his name to your family and friends. That'll help us out a great deal. Thanks.